Welcome back everyone at GameMadness, only the best entertainment. Today we're looking at my flea market plus GameStop pickup, which I done on Sunday. Yeah, I didn't went on Saturday because it was kind of raining and it was a really bad weather to go outside. And so in this video you won't be seeing me browsing the flea market because there was one guy who was actually recording next to me, and he actually been caught while recording like the vendors. And they created like the security people, they actually created a scene over there. So I don't want it to be like that, so I actually just ignore recording over there. So but I found a couple of great stuff, especially the retro system and the games. I like I said, I don't buy like new stuff over there because it's useless, because how much I pay over there is the same amount of money how much I buy from GameStop. So I'm not really into right now buying like new games, since there's nothing out there. Like for example, Metal Gear Solid Rising, the guy was selling it for $45, which is kind of fair price compared to the GameStop stores. And so before I get started, as you can see by this game, Diddy Kong Racing, which I got for free. The guy said that he sold this game before and the game wasn't working properly, so he gave it to me for free. I guess it probably some dust problems here, since you could see you got a lot of collected dust here. So I would try to clean it up and hopefully it works, because this game's really great and I already own one already. So if I could fix this game, I might give away this copy, or because I already have one already. So alright, so I got this for free. Another game I picked up was, which I really want to add to my collection, for Dreamcast Shenmue, which I have for original Xbox, and I actually don't want to pay as much as the other store was charging me. So I actually didn't pay that cheap price for this game. I actually paid like decent amount. I paid roughly about 15 or 20, around that price point. Which the bad thing about this is that one of the discs is missing, which is Pandora disc, I believe. Yeah, I think it's Pandora disc, but it's not gonna affect the gameplay, I believe, because it comes with all 3 discs. The Pandora disc was like a special disc, like a special promotional disc, which and also the case itself is not in great condition, as you can see, little cracks. And I will try to look for a better case online so I could replace this one. Okay, so the next game we're looking at for Sega Genesis, Superman, which I paid $10 for it. Not a great price. I was hoping to pay $5, but he wouldn't go lower. And since in New York it's really hard to find great like retro games here for a decent amount of price, so I thought I should just get it for $10. First he wanted 15, I lowered it to 10. At least it's a better price rather than paying 15. Alright, so the next game we're looking at is Disney Beauty and the Beast for the Sega Genesis, which I paid $5. Okay price. And the reason is I picked up this game because a lot of flea market vendors, they had sport games all the time, and I don't want to add any sport games since I'm trying to get rid of all my sport games, and because I'm not into sport genre. And so I'm trying to collect non-sport games in my collection as best as I can. Okay, so the next game we're looking at, which also I paid $5, is Wipeout 64. Like I said, this, like if you go to flea market, you're not gonna see like decent quality games over there, because how they put it on like in the sun and stuff like that, so you get like sun damage, and it's not like in a great condition. So once I get home, I usually just clean it. Right now I never cleaned that since I just started making the video right away. I had no time to clean it, so after this video I might just clean it up before putting it in my collection. Like for example, like this game right here, this game is in really bad condition. It looks like someone drew on it by a marker. Hopefully this marker it comes off from it. As you can see, it's really bad condition, really dirty. Whenever I touch this game I have to use hand sanitizer somehow, because this game is really bad. I don't know where this game has been. Like it's got like brownish, weird. I don't know where this game was been, but the game itself is pretty good though. The Ren and Stampy show Time Warp, which also paid $5 for this game, which I think I paid much more because of the quality. After all, but it's in great condition. Like it looks like at the bottom is okay condition. Alright, so one of my rarest games that I picked up, which I was like shocked when I saw it in the vendor's shelf, which I grabbed it right away, even though I didn't went there in the morning, like how collectors goes in the morning, like early in the morning, like 8 o'clock. I don't like to do that. I usually just go there like around 1 o'clock, 12 o'clock at afternoon, because I don't want to stay there till morning, and I want to have a good night, like good sleep basically. So I don't want to bother waking up in the morning, because I usually wake up every morning in the weekdays. So I picked up Double Dragon, only $10. I was amazed that when I saw this game. I actually have it for NES, which you saw in my earlier videos of my what do you call it, NES. So I'm really glad that I picked this up, because on eBay it goes for like 50 or 60, even though I don't care about eBay, and I don't want to sell it on eBay since I want to put this in my collection. The reason I mentioned eBay, because there's one vendor over there who are aware of his games, that he always looks up in ebay.com before selling the games. So it's kind of really extremely hard to bargain with him. Like for example, he was selling like few of the accessories and stuff. I forgot what was it, but like I don't want to mention about it, but anyhow, another game I picked up, which wasn't from Flea Market. I picked this up from a thrift shop, Grand Theft Auto Liberty City Stories. It's a greatest hits version, which I only paid $5. Not bad, since right now Grand Theft Auto games, they usually have a good price point resale value. And also I picked up a UMD video, which I've later found out is kind of like a rarish, which I only paid $5 for. This is in great condition. Gundam Seed. It's not a game, it's actually a UMD video for the PSP. So that's it. And the next game which I picked up $5 each was Cassin 3, which this is kind of like okay condition. You got a few scratches, but it's okay, it's playable. Another game I picked up was for Xbox, Crimson Sea. Alright, so another thing I picked up from the same person who I purchased these two games right here was for Game Gear. Since I had to look for a new Game Gear system, because my one actually somehow misplaced. I couldn't find it nowhere. So I actually tried to buy the Game Gear games again and tried to look for a Game Gear system in the flea market. One thing bad thing about this cartridge is that the box art, the sticker, it actually came off from the cartridge. So I will try to find a way to re-stick this onto the cartridge back. So I only paid like $5 for this game too, which I think I overpaid for this game. But the Mickey Mouse was Sega Genesis, the Mickey Mouse Illusion. Even same thing with this one. This is Mickey Mouse Legend of Illusion. That was one of my first games that I actually saw. I didn't play it. My sisters used to play that game, and I actually was amazed by looking at the gameplay. So I really want to collect all the Illusion games. Even right now, they released the new Mickey Mouse game, Mickey Mouse Paint, something like that. The new one for the 3DS, which is like totally different from the Wii U and the Wii and the PS3 and Xbox 360. It's take place regarding of the Sega Genesis games, the Illusion. So be sure to pick that game up. It's kind of underrated because people thought that it's the same Epic Mickey, yeah, Epic Mickey 2, same as the consoles version, but it's actually totally different. Try to look it up online. You will see it. You're gonna see the differences. It's way better, and it's really underrated. And you can find it for cheap if you want. Like since everybody actually ignored that game and they actually had a price drop. So another thing I picked up, which are the Game Boy Colors. This Game Boy Color I just picked up for $10. It has a missing back cover, so I will try to look it on eBay to buy a replacement cover for it, but it's in okay condition. They got a few scratches on the screen. I like to buy Game Boy Colors like in different colors, but it's really hard to find like different type of colors on the flea market. The only color that I found is this one, the purple all the time. Now I got two of them and one in the original packaging. So another great Game Boy Color that I found on the flea market, which I paid $20, was Tommy Hilfiger, which also missing the back cover. Somehow the Game Boy Colors were prone to lose back covers, battery covers, so I had to buy a replacement battery cover for this as well, and it's fully functional as I tested, since there's a battery in there. But somehow the speaker, the volume is kind of lowish. I think the speaker is getting worn, but overall I'm really glad to own this because this is a limited edition, so it will look good in my collection. Alright, so next game that I picked up, actually not from the flea market again, I picked up from a thrift shop for NES RoboCop. I paid for all these 3 games for $10. It was a great deal. And another game I picked up, Galaga, which is in great condition, like perfect condition. Whoever kept this game, he would probably be a collector. Is in great condition, well worth $10, by the way. Another game which I was hoping was part 2 of this game. It got a few, I don't know if this is a marker. Yeah, it looks like this someone wrote by a crayon or a marker here, but I will try to erase it. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which I believe the second one actually is rarer than the first one. When I saw this game, even though it's well worth $10, but if I could find the second one, that would be really great. But I will look around if I can find more of this games. But it was a well worth $10, by the way. So next games I picked up, which was for Sega CD. I picked up from a guy like I was talking about earlier in my earlier videos, that guy actually hold on to certain games for me. He's a really perfect, good guy, and I talked to him several times in the flea market, and we talk about games. He's a really good person. He actually holding on to a Power Glove for me, and hopefully I could collect that much money because he wants you $100. It's like in brand new condition. It comes complete. It's like it never been used, by the way. The box is kind of worn, but the glove itself is like brand new condition. I actually want to buy that, but I don't have that much money at that moment, so I told him to hold on to it until next week if I could bring up to that cash point. So hopefully I could pick it up from him. So I picked up from him Sonic CD for $20. Was it $25 or $20? I forgot. It was around that price point, which is in great condition. He always keep his games in great condition somehow. Yeah, and he usually tells me that he used to be a collector back in the time. He used to make like YouTube videos like me. So he's a really great gamer, by the way. He has all different games over there. Dragon Lair, which I paid $5. This was like the first game that was like an animated based gameplay. They actually made several remakes of this game, Dragon Lair, which they made it for the Wii, and I think only for the Wii and for the Game Boy. I mean the DS. And the next game I picked up for $5 was Surgical Strike for Sega CD, also for $5 in great condition. Alright, so the last game was, oh, by the way, the Game Boy Color, the purple one, I actually purchased from the same guy who I purchased the Sega CD games. And I picked up also Selfie for also $5. Really this case is kind of worn off, as you can see, like a little. The case is kind of bad condition, but the game itself is in great condition. Alright, so another thing I picked up from the same person was Final Fantasy VII. Even though it says greatest hits, but the disc inside is the black edition ones. So it's in great condition, by the way. It comes complete. I paid $20 as well for this game, so well worth it. Alright, so my major console pickup for this weekend was Turbo Graphics, Turbo Express, which I was shocked when I saw this in the vendor's desks, and she only wanted $40 for it, but at that moment I only had $30, so she told me to, because she knows that I come every weekend now, every Saturday, Sunday, so she told me to bring $10 later, like next week, because I only paid her $30 at that moment. Because the bad thing about that flea market is that there's no ATM anywhere around the flea market. I had to walk all the way like to the other side of the flea market, like a gas station next to the street, which is really horrible. So sorry about that, was my phone. And the good thing about this is that it also comes with this radio tuner. Yeah, I think this is a radio tuner, which I never saw before. On eBay itself, the system, like without the attachment here and non-working, is going for $60 on eBay, and if it's working condition, it's going for like $200, $150. Really glad to own one of this. And the bad thing about the system is that she said that she tested out and it wasn't working for her, so I would try to fix it by myself, try to fix it if I could. If not, but it's still worth it owning one of the back gaming history, because I never ever saw this. I never saw it. I knew about Turbo Graphics, but I never heard about like a portable system, which I'm really glad to own one of those. She also included like a actual genuine power brick right here, which I'm really glad to own it. So another thing which I picked up was from the GameStop. I usually try to buy like from GameStop like GameCube games, PS2 games. One thing bad about the GameStop is that I really hate is that darn GameStop stickers, which I really hate. I don't know why they put the stickers. Sometimes they have it on the spleen, on the box art itself, which is a headache to take off. I saw a few people were saying that try to use like a towel, wet it, and first peel the sticker off, then rub it at the top, then later once fully rubbed off, you're gonna see residue. Try to get like a scotch tape and just put at the top of the label and try to get rid of it. I tried that. It was kind of still really hard to take it off, but because I got so many games which I have this darn stickers on my box, like game boxes, which I really want to get them removed as soon as possible, because I actually hate those stickers somehow. And next thing that I picked up from GameStop, which was in great condition, in great deal, which I never usually find in GameStop because they're like a corporate store. But this time I actually found a really great deal. As you can see, all these games I paid $40 for all these games. Like the trick is that if you go to GameStop, try to look at their bin, at their counter. They actually have like games right at the counter. Like you had to search around for it, and I didn't know. I thought all those games was like a PS2 games they have up there. But when I was browsing and I saw it was actually GameCube games, and I said, oh, I have to grab them, because it's really extremely hard to get GameCube games here in New York, because since GameStop removed all their inventory, it looked like they shipped it back to their headquarters or something like that, which is really hard. So again, it's quite a few GameCube games. All these games are GameCube, and some games is okay. It's not like really great title, not like Mario, but it's really worth getting them because it was like 75% off. Even though the game will cost like $18, $20, but you only paying like $1 or 50 cents because each game I pay like 50 cents, 60 cents, $1. So it was worth it. Even though a few of them had scratches here and there, but if it doesn't work, it doesn't hurt. So first one I picked up was Rocky, SeaWorld, Smashing Drive, which is one of my favorite games for original Xbox. I'm really happy to own one of this now, which I only paid like 25 cents for it. 1080, which is also the #1 game on the GameCube. Ghost Recon, Turok, Star Wars Clone Wars, which was my first Xbox game, by the way. I guess you remember when you buy the Xbox, you get the Star Wars for free back in the time. Tarzan, Universal Studios, theme parks. Like I said, some of the games here is not that high-end, it's casual. Tony Hawk, American Wasteland, Wave Race, Naruto, Clash of Ninja, Naruto, Clash of Ninja 2, Splinter Cell, Jimmy Neutron, SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom, Nickelodeon, Nicktoons, Volcano Island, NASCAR, Dirt to Daytona, Hot Wheels World Race, Nicktoons Unite, like Gamers Unite. It's pretty good to have one of this since my slogan is actually Gamers Unite. Alright, so Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, Star Wars Rebel Strike, Star Wars Rebel, what was it? Rogue Leader, SRS Street Racer, Spyro. I'm trying to rush myself because my battery is going to die in 11 minutes. TY2. I'm not trying to read the little title on the disc. I'm trying to rush myself. TI3. Big Mucha Truckers. Medal of Honor Frontline. Conflict Desert Storm. TAC. Top Gun. Tonka Rescue Patrol Plus. I'm not sure what they wrote at the side, so it looked like a plus to me. Conflict Desert Storm 2. I really like the fact that I actually got now a sequel to it too, so it looks pretty good. Super Monkey's Ball 2. I think that's the only game that's like great game after all. Midway Spy Hunter, which I hated the PS Vita one, but I like the older ones though. Nickelodeon Avatar, and Reckless, which was also one of my favorite Xbox games. Amazing Island, and I actually dropped a few of the games on the floor. Alright, another game, a great game actually, Robotech. Harry Potter, The Goblet of Fire. Nick Jr. Dora the Explorer. I don't know why I got this, but it was only like 25 cents. NFL Street. Like I said, I'm not into sport games, but I thought this is kind of unique. It's not like NBA like that, NBA 2K15 like that. So it was something unique. So I just thought I should just add it. I only paid like 5 cents for it. So Red Faction 2. Alright, so that was all the games that I bought for only $43.15. It was really worth it. And if you have GameStop near your house, try to go there and look by the counter area. They have like a bin which they have all the sleeves, and just browse it, and you might find a few of the GameCube games over there, and it's like 75% off. Even though, for example, if you find like Super Mario Sunshine, you will get it for like $1. Really worth it. And so yeah, so this was it. By the way, I will be doing a little raffling like you saw in my earlier videos. I mean the Injustice, which is the action figure, the Bane and Batman action figure. So let's see who's the winner for this video. Okay. Okay, the winner is Yaofu1245. Congratulations, you have won the Batman and Bane action figures. So, like I said, whoever actually comment my older videos, I always keep you in this bucket. So, for example, if you haven't commented in my new videos, don't worry about it. I never remove my raffle tickets. Like, even though you never comment in my video for months, but I will still have you in my bucket. That's why alright, I dropped all my GameCube games. Alright, never mind. But I always keep you guys in this raffle ticket, so don't worry about it. You don't need to ask for me like please enter me in my raffle, because I already have you guys in my bucket, like as I promised in my earlier videos. So anyhow, like, a new users, the only thing you have to do is like subscribe and comment my video. That's all you have to do, nothing that special. And sometimes I just give away random stuff without doing any raffle, so it's like first come first serve basis. So like for example, the Diddy Kong Racing, if it works then we'll just give away. If it doesn't, then I'll see about it and probably try to give it to someone to get it fixed. But anyhow, yeah, so this was all it. Like I said, I'm fixing my room up a little bit. It's done. I'm fixing my Iron Man display here, which for the Iron Man 3, and hopefully my game room will be finished by the Iron Man 3 movie comes out. So I can't wait for that movie to come out. So I actually was displaying my Iron Man display here. So yeah, I hope you guys like the video, and there will be more to come. Please subscribe and comment below. And yeah, so there will be more raffling coming out shortly, and I will be announcing the winners on my next video, because it's gonna be like a mystery box again for this video, because it's kind of better than showing the price itself. So because it makes the subscribers anxious to see what it is. So yeah, so this was it. Gamers Unite.